Okay, I'm crying. They're good tears. I'm very snotty. I'm a wreck because I just bought a house and they accepted the offer. This house, I think, will be my first long-term home. Hey everyone, Alyson here, and I have a gigantic life update. Where do I begin? I got injured, and then my book is out, and I'm acting again, and I bought a home, and an update on the Toddler-to-Trainwreck pipeline, and so many things. So where to start? Maybe with my company. So Movement Genius is getting ready to launch beta, which means if you're on the wait list and you can go to movementgenius.com and join the wait list, then you'll be the first to try the classes. These are non-athletic movement classes that help you improve your mental and emotional well-being. So there are classes where you can do them just at your desk while you're sitting, moving meditations where you just follow the instructor's movement in a steady, purposeful way to invite that reconnection with yourself. There's open movement classes with Dr. Damon, Silas, and I, and it's more of a creative, experimental format. There's so much. I can stand to use one of the videos right now, actually. So that's super exciting. Starting a company is hard, especially when you're self-funding it. Next, I wrote a book called Mind, Body, Pride. It is out now. It is talking about the importance of reconnecting your mind and body and celebrating your authentic well-being. I wrote it particularly for queer folks and allies because queer folks face unique and disproportionate challenges as it relates to mental, emotional, and physical well-being. It's only $4.99 to get not only the book, but also a 7-video series that guides you through these movements that we talk about in the book. So that's awesome. Okay, I bought a home. I just got news that they accepted my offer. It's so special. I didn't know if I could afford it. And I also had to believe that I'm worth it. I really didn't want to move again to another temporary place. Oh, yeah. Sure, we'll talk more soon, but wanted to let you know. Love you. Today is the final walkthrough of the home. So the sellers have moved out. I've actually wanted to leave LA for somewhere around 10 or more years. I've moved more than 20 times in 27 years. My aim here, I think, is to be in this place for like 5 to 7 years. I just have a feeling that this season is going to be so special for like going inward and building trust with myself and like figuring things out, you know? The toilet breaks and you're like, okay, YouTube, step 1. Hi from home. The previous sellers were super generous and left a couch, and this almost seems like a little offering. There's some significance here. I have been sleeping on a twin bed for however long, and now I have a full frame. I can't even tell you the last time I've even had like the, what do you even call the cabinets that go, what do you call these? Side tables? They even left small notes. You walk into the space and it feels restorative. It almost feels like the family infused this really gracious, loving, hospitable energy and nurtured it. Oh my gosh. Surprise. On our way out of the property, my agent's car got stuck on a rock. I might be able to dig her out of it, but I think the rock might also be lodged underneath the car. I'm learning. So I'm back at my current place on my way home after helping my agent get her car unstuck. Then I ran out of gas, which is such a metaphor. It's such a shift. Like, this is truly a new chapter. We're gonna figure it all out. We're gonna figure it all out. Okay, good night. I'm fading. My mom texted me about a while ago and was like, when you're moving, please consider using HelloFresh during your transition. And so I definitely am. It's super easy. You select your meal plan according to your dietary preferences and it shows up at your door. So that means I'm gonna receive one at my current place, and then also it'll probably be my first delivery to the new home.
HelloFresh actually works with my lifestyle, being millennial who's like, don't have a lot of time, this is not my area of expertise, how can we streamline this process? Also, I'm looking at their boxes. You're reducing your food waste by at least 25%. 100% of our carbon emissions are offset. Yes. Go HelloFresh. Hello, yes. Quickly, I'm gonna make the Mediterranean salad with lemon hummus dressing. Oh, that sounds so good. How long does it take? 10 minutes, and then it'll cook for 30, and I'll be ready to go.
Okay, so we've got the chickpeas and the greens and the pita, and for me, since I'm dairy free, I'm just gonna set the feta aside for my roommates to enjoy. I think it's time for a cooking montage or a time lapse or something cool. I like spice. And then throw it all on the plate and consume. Yum! Drooling. And of course, I got you a hookup as well. So go to HelloFresh.com and use my code AlysonStoner14 to get 14 free meals, including free shipping. This move is coming at a time when I'm ready to settle and truly ground into space. And then guess what happens? It always happens like this. I also have an opportunity potentially to be on camera again in a very significant way. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure where my health is in terms of adding something to my plate physically, and then also mentally, am I ready to be back on set? As a lead, it's really interesting how that's like the dream I had. It was the highest of high dreams, and now I'm asking myself, is it still right? And again, are you willing to walk away from what you thought was your dream to stay true to your authentic journey? And is that your authentic journey? We'll see. And my injury. So after being quarantined for a year or so, I had been sitting at my desk so much that apparently I wrecked my back, and I have a herniated disc in my spine. So I'm now going to a chiropractor. Oh!
That was the one.
I'm doing some physical therapy and trying to regain full mobility, because right now I can't even fold forward at all. Like, the flexion is horrible. Whatever, people are dealing with chronic pain and chronic illness and so much worse all the time. So I'm getting the most mini glimpse of what happens to my body when I don't properly care for it. To be melodramatic, I drove out to the beach, which is something I rarely ever do, and I've lived in California for 20 plus years. I wanted to give you an update on the Toddler-to-Trainwreck complex video. If you haven't watched it, please take a moment to do so. For the most part, the reception has been incredible, meaning it's gotten a lot of coverage, and it's awakening hearts and minds across sectors to do something about it. I've spoken with lawyers, I've spoken with mental health professionals, I've spoken with agents, former agents, I've spoken with former casting directors and people who were in the business who got out because of this reason. I've spoken with families. I've spoken with a lot of artists who are afraid to come forward, understandably, and totally respect that. While it is urgent, I don't want to rush the process, because we've also been in talks with what it would mean to take this to a congressional level. Now, obviously, I can't just sit here and share everything, even though I would like to be transparent. Know that your voice really does matter in this. I know that was a lot. That was a big update. There are a lot of moving parts. And to be honest, the most important thing I can do right now is go breathe for 5 minutes and meditate for 10 and move my body. Will I do those things? Probably, because I really do need them. Thank you all for your continued support, and please do check out Movement Genius, check out my book. I'm not doing it because I want to be popular. I'm doing it because I really pour my heart and soul out into bringing together the best of the best when it comes to professionals and ideas, etc., so that hopefully you have new tools and you have new resources to feel better and to thrive and empower yourself. I know that every journey is different and everyone is different, so I'm never claiming to be, a one-size-fits-all wellness guru. That's the opposite of what I'm interested in doing. I want you to feel free and comfortable and confident in your body and mind and empower yourself. I guess this is also where I ask you to like, comment, and subscribe. But really, is there a more human thing we could do here? What color is your mood right now? Comment that. Or books that you want other people to read because they changed your life. Comment that. Do subscribe because I do try to put out meaningful content. My wrinkles are getting deeper. Too young for this. Okay, bye.